Neil, after the draft, after you get this year, you trade for Kent. How do you feel about kind of the team's offseason plan about a week going into free agency moratorium?
It's a work in progress. We had talked about this, I think, at the exit interviews. Look, roster building's fluid. We went in the draft. We had certain plans. A player got to us we weren't expecting. We considered that a win. Where we are today, adding Nasir and Kent has moved the ball forward for us. I mean, we're clearly not done, but different organizations make different moves relative to their cap position at different times. In about 4 or 5 days, it's going to be, the teams with cap room are the belle of the ball, and let's not fail to make that distinction. There's a difference when you have a 5.7 tax mid-level and someone has $60 million in cap room, who's going to be answering telephones. But, we return a lot of our core pieces. We've got a lot of stability in the roster, stability with our coach, stability with our culture, but it will be ongoing, and it will not be, I know everybody would like to send out their grades on July 1st, and if you sent out grades on July 1st last year, they would not have reflected Rodney Hood and Enes Kanter. So just understand that it's going to take, that's why we have July, we have August, we get into the preseason, we get to December 15th, we have January contracts, we get to the trade deadline. So roster building is an ongoing process, and the more you evaluate your team, the more you know where your needs are. And like I said, I think that's what people should expect is there are not going to be fireworks on July 1st with a $5 million tax mid-level competing against teams with 2 max slots. But that doesn't mean that we're not retaining, the core of our roster. It doesn't mean we're not making trades to add quality players. It doesn't mean we're not developing our young guys. As you guys can see when you walked into the building tonight, Gary and Zach are out there working already. Our mini camp ended 8 days ago. They're still here. So, like I said, we'll continue to work and find ways to compete, and we will continue to build the roster and hopefully do what we did last year, which is when it really matters late in the year, we have a team that can go on the kind of run we went on last season.